Welcome to the Epcotian Adventure,
a podcast where we talk about all things Disney, but we're Epcot-centered.
including tips and tricks, festivals and favorites, and the very latest in our rankings and reviews.
But we're still old enough to remember when Haley Mills had that darn cat.
This is episode 71, all about Disney pets.
Or, so how does Ariel decide which sea creatures are pets, which are friends, and which are clothing? Discuss.
So now, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast as we embark on our Epcotian adventure. Howdy folks, and welcome to episode 71 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And today's topic is all those Disney pets.
There are so many of them.
Not only at the parks, but in movies, and Walt and Lillian even had pets. We found out in doing some research for this.
We did.
And it's amazing how those led to other Disney pets.
Yeah, I mean, let's just start off with a little story. This is going to be kind of an eclectic episode, we'll just tell you up front.
Yeah.
But let's start off with a little story about Walt and Lily because it's so, so sweet. So, Walt, when they first bought their house in California, Walt really wanted to have a dog. He wanted to complete that perfect family picture of having the house and the dog and the white picket fence and the two girls, and it was just like the perfect American family, and he wanted that dog, but Lillian was not convinced. She knew she'd end up taking care of the dog. So Walt was determined. He brought home a book, had her look through all different breeds of dogs, and when she came to the Chow Chow, she was intrigued. She thought, if I'm going to have a dog, it's going to be this one. So Walt, being the resourceful man that he was, went out and found a puppy Chow. He kept it a secret until Christmas Eve, and when the family was celebrating Christmas Eve, he went out and found one of Lillian's old hat boxes and put the puppy in the hat box and put it under the tree to give to her. She was a little disappointed because she was famous for wanting to pick out her own hats. Hats were a big deal back then. And but then the hat box moved, and she realized something else was going on, so she opened the box. There was the baby puppy Chow. And Walt's idea of the perfect Americana family was born with their puppy, Sunny. And you may recognize this scene because it became the inspiration for Lady and the Tramp and how Jim gives his wife Lady.
I just think that's so sweet.
Isn't that just the sweetest thing, that wasn't actually a thing? I just love that was this sweet, sweet moment between them, and it became an iconic moment in a Disney film. How wonderful is that?
It really does go to show you that the Disney parks and the Disney movies really have adored pets over the years. I mean, you've had movies like Bolt, where the pet goes missing and they have to go and find the pet. And you've had movies like The Rescuers, where the pet was a little evil, actually. You've had pets that have switched owners, even.
It's true.
We're actually going to go through some trivia in just a bit on Disney pets. See how much you know about Disney pets. And Sue and I have our own questions for each other. We're going to find out how much each other knows about Disney pets.
Now, this episode was inspired. This was a suggestion from our older brother, Paul. So thank you, Paul. I know you're listening. And we decided to go ahead and do this. And this is done as a tribute to our own little girl, Kaylee. And Kaylee was a Westie. We got her in September of 2010. And if you may remember, a couple weeks ago, we did a shortened episode kind of on the fly. And that was due to the fact that we were sort of doing some grieving because Kaylee, we had to say goodbye to Kaylee. She was 14. She gave us 14 amazing years. And we'll post a picture of her on social for sure because I have a phone full of them. But she is worthy of her own episode. So we are going to do Disney pets as a tribute to our sweet little girl, Kaylee. So as we were saying, Disney does love to celebrate pets. They actually have a recent line of merchandise available at the parks and on Shop Disney that is celebrating pets. So Loungeflies and ears and spirit jerseys that all talk about, I love my Disney dog or I love my Disney cat. And it's got pictures of whichever species, fill in the blank, dogs or cats, all over it, and they're just adorable.
Well, there's a whole line of pet merchandise as well, collars and harnesses and Halloween costumes. And even at Halloween, there are Halloween costumes for Disney files like us that want to look like Disney pets. 101 Dalmatians is a very popular one every year.
So you can have dress your human as a pet and a pet as a human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaylee used to wear a Snow White costume, and she was very cute in it.
She was an adorable Snow White. She also had a Minnie Mouse costume, but she did not enjoy that one. We had to put the Snow White back on her.
She did not like the Minnie Mouse costume.
She was very opinionated about things. So yeah, we do have a Mickey Mouse bowl as well that she drank water out of. So there's all kinds of things.
A big surprise there.
I know, right?
We have items in our kitchen and pantry from Disney. Who would have thought?
So we're going to jump into doing some trivia. And we're going to start off with 4 easy questions. And these are going to be for you guys. So we want you to play along. We're going to give you a little time to answer. These are going to be pretty basic knowledge questions. And then we'll move into the ones that we're going to do for each other, which are probably going to be a little bit more complicated. I don't know, maybe not.
We'll see. It depends on how much of a Disney file you are and how old you are, actually, because some of these are going to go back decades.
Now I'm scared. I'm a little scared of this. So let's start off with some easy ones. So, Rod, do you want to do the first one?
Sure. All right, so the first question for the general populace out there, for all you Disney fans and Epcotians. Number 1, what was the name of Prince Eric's dog in The Little Mermaid? Ooh.
Give you a second to think about it.
And the answer is...
brain cells. And the answer is Max.
Max the dog. That's right. Give yourself a point if you got that one right.
Well done. Good job. The second one that is going to be just as equally easy and accessible, I believe. And what is the name of the Darling family's dog in the film Peter Pan?
Oh, I know.
Do you know?
I know. I do.
What is it?
The answer is Nana.
Very nice. Did you get that one, everyone?
Come on, Nana.
I just love that. So I hope you got that one too. Moving on to number 3.
Number 3, what is the name of Miguel's dog in Coco? Recently added to PhilharMagic, if that makes it easier for you. Very colorful in the afterlife.
Yes, he becomes what's it called? Abuelite?
We'll go with that. I don't remember.
Something like that.
The answer is Dante.
Dante. He's a cool dog.
Dante the dog.
And the last one that we're going to throw you as an easy one that hopefully you are going to be able to get with us is, what is the name of Moana's pet pig?
Ooh. In Hawaiian, it is the word for pig.
It also comes from the word for pork. So depending on how you take that. But her name is Pua.
I love Pua. And in the trailer for Moana 2, Maui comes up and finds Pua and goes,
Boat snack! Oh! Boat snack upgrade! Bacon and eggs? Why didn't you bring the pig last time?
yeah.
So,
Can't wait for that film. That's coming out this November.
You know, that's funny. I said Pua was a her, and I don't actually know. Is Pua a boy or a girl?
You know, I don't know. It's a very good point.
Huh. If anyone knows, let me know.
Well, it would be
I'm
interesting,
curious.
yeah. All right. Well, we're going to start into the more eclectic trivia now about Disney pets. Let's see how many
I
of
am
these you're
so
gonna
scared
get.
right now.
You are. This is going to be interesting. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I'll start.
Okay,
I
you
know
start.
mine are accessible, and you'll probably get them. I'm
Okay.
scared for yours. He was doing lots of research today. Let me just say that. All right. Rod, your first question. And everybody play along as well. We want to know your scores at the end. So you can count those first 4. You got 4 points.
Here we go.
Question number 1. In the film Mulan, what is the name of the Fa family dog?
The Fa family dog. I know this one. I'm going to give everybody just a moment to come up with that. The Fa family dog is named Little Brother.
Yes, he is.
Because he's thought to be an ancestor.
I think that's the cutest name for a puppy. I just love that.
I love that little waggly puppy in that film.
All right, what's my first one?
All right, so your first one is in the movie Alice in Wonderland. What is the name of Alice's cat?
Oh, I know this one. I'm going to give y'all a second so you can play along as well. This is one of our favorite animated films, and I absolutely know this one, and she looks so cute with the little daisy chain on her head.
And waves to her falling down the hole.
And her name is Dinah.
Dinah the cat. That is very good. Correct.
Oh, I
so we've
love
each
it.
got a point on that one.
Yay!
All right.
We're off to a good start.
Okay. Number 2.
Okay. Number 2, I took a bit of a twist on this one. In the movie Aristocats, Duchess and her kittens, Marie, Berlioz, and Toulouse, belong to who?
Oh my.
They belong to the elderly lady. She loves them with everything she has. They wear diamonds. They sleep in the best beds. They eat the best food. And her name is...
Her name is Madame... Believe it, I own cats. I love cats. She's the lady that loves the cats. What is? The lady in the movie that
I'm
loves
sorry,
the cats.
we're going to need more than just an expansion of what I've already said.
Oh, I can see it. I can see her too. Oh, my heavens. All right, I give up. What was the name?
Her name is Madame Bonnefamille,
I knew it had to
which
be
is
in it.
French for Mrs. Good Family.
Oh.
So
Well, there you go.
she likes the family. I guess.
Again, I'm glad you speak French.
No, but, well, I mean, at least
Enough that we're
attempt.
going, when we go to Disneyland Paris, you be able
I can
to.
at least read the menu.
Yeah.
So we have that going for us.
All right, number
2.
2 for Sue in the movie Oliver and Company.
Uh-oh.
The dog, named Dodger,
Yes.
is voiced by what known American songwriter?
I know the music was. Does he do the voice as well, like for the character?
I don't know who you're thinking of.
I believe, because I know the song is Billy Joel.
And Billy Joel is the voice of Dodger in
I didn't actually-
Oliver and Company.
I didn't realize he did the actual voice in the movie. I knew he did Why Should I Worry?
Yeah, which we just mentioned as a possible song for the Bears.
Yeah, we both picked that one out.
Cannot wait to see if they do it, because I still think it'd be great, but anyway. You are correct. It is Billy Joel.
That is so cool. Well done.
All right, number 3.
Number 3. All right. In the film Lady and the Tramp, which we just referenced with Walt and Lillian's story, Tramp does not start off as a pet. He makes the rounds between the houses of the neighborhood. He is mentioned by 3 other names. What is one of those names?
Oh my heavens, that's a good one. Well, see, now I'm afraid now for your questions because
This is probably
Butch
the hardest one.
is one of them.
Yes.
I remember that. That's, I think, Tony calls him Butch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the other 2. What are the other 2?
The other 2 are Fritzy and Mike.
Very nice.
So-
Very good question. The question on that one, that was
That was the one when we were
way out there.
making our lists today.
Mhm.
That was the one where I said, I think I'm going to stump you with this one.
Well, no, I got that one right. All right, my number 3 question for you, Sue, is in the movie The Aristocats,
Yay.
who played Scat Cat,
Like that voice actor?
the voice actor?
Oh dear. That's not a pet. Scat Cat's not a pet.
He becomes a pet, though, at
Oh,
the end of
fine.
the film. They all do. They're
They
all
all
taken
do.
in by
Madame Bonnefamille.
Bonnefamille, which I didn't know.
Okay. Scat Cat is voiced by... Oh, you know what? I know this. Oh, no, I don't. Shoot.
I think you do, actually.
Okay. I'm going to just go gut instinct. I believe it was Louis Prima.
No.
And the reason I say that, there was a story, but it was about the Jungle Book and not about Aristocats. So that was my Louis Prima story, because that was the only reason Phil Harris agreed to do another film, was that he got to sing with Louis Prima. But that was Jungle Book.
It was actually Scatman Crothers, where
Which-
the name
oh.
Scat Cat came from.
I was going to have that as my backup answer, because that one makes way more sense. But I remembered the Louis Prima story, so I just went with it.
And on the new Disney Treasure ship, there's going to be a lounge called Scat Cat's Club. I cannot wait.
Love that.
And on the back behind the piano, it says, "Everybody wants to be a cat."
In big old neon letters. I love that. That's going, I believe, where on the Wish they have
Oh, I think it's where the bubbles...
Nightingales.
Nightingales, that's the one. I always think of bubbles because there's bubbles all over the room.
There are. But yeah, Sky Cats Club is going to be amazing. And if Matt Grinke's on board, we are getting tickets.
Oh, you betcha. All right, number 4.
Number 4. All right, in 101 Dalmatians. Lots of pets to choose from.
Oh, boy.
Pongo and Perdita are our main characters. They are the mommy and the daddy. Who are their human pets?
The Darling family? No, that's the other one. Doggone it. Oh, my heavens. I haven't seen 101 Dalmatians forever. You're killing me on these.
I actually thought you'd get this one. Because she says his name quite a bit when he's doing the Cruella de Vil song.
Jim and Marcia. No. Jim, Marcia. That was like every 40s film. Oh, my heavens. You stumped me on this one. Who are the human pets?
Pongo belonged to Roger.
Okay.
And Perdita belonged to Anita.
Oh, my heavens. I did not remember that. That was a great one. Good
wow,
job.
I really thought you'd get that one. Just because when he's doing the song, it's in the song where she's like, Roger, stop, she'll hear.
All right. My number 4 for you, and this one's probably a little on the easier side. I did throw a few easier ones in here.
Ditto. We're coming up on those on mine, too.
In the movie Beauty and the Beast,
Ooh.
the dog in Beast Castle is represented by what piece of furniture?
He wags his little tassels.
Mm-hmm.
A footstool?
He is a footstool. That is correct.
I need a pig here.
Right idea, wrong movie. But yes,
Dang it.
that's a very good point. Yes.
That was a good one. I like that.
Number 5.
Number 5. In the movie The Rescuers, our villain is Madame Medusa. She is evil and wears large jewelry.
Yes.
She has 2 crocodiles as her pets and her minions. What are the names of these 2 crocodiles?
The names are Brutus and Merriweather. No, Brutus
So close.
and Bouvier. No, that was Blanche's last name in Golden Girls. Brutus and... you got me. What's the other one?
The other one is Nero.
Nero, that's right. Brutus and Nero. Well, I get half a point.
That's right. Good old-fashioned Roman names.
And my question number 5, in the movie George of the Jungle,
Which I never saw.
starring Brendan Fraser,
Uh-oh.
his elephant's name was what?
I don't know, so I'm going to give you the elephant's name in... No, I don't know.
You never saw that movie?
I
in the
never
theater?
saw it.
It was not a great film, but John Cleese voiced the great big ape. And if you remember the old cartoons of these, of course.
George of the Jungle.
That's the one.
The elephant's name is probably the same as in the cartoon, but I
It
don't
is.
remember that either.
His name was Shep, because George thought he was a dog.
Well, naturally, as one does. Like Gary the snail thinks he's a cat. Meow.
All right.
All right. Number 6. Because since we have a few extra, let's go ahead and do one more.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do one more.
Okay.
So what's the bonus question for you, Sue?
Number 6. I wrote down a couple of spare ones just in case we overlapped questions. I'm
And
going
we
to give
did.
you the easiest one of
Okay.
the 3. So it is, in the movie Brave,
Okay.
our heroine Merida has a valiant steed. What is the name of her horse?
This is the easy one?
You should hear the other 2.
I mean, Maximus from Tangled, I know that
Yes,
one.
that's good. Good, we're in the horse realm.
Horace Horsecollar.
Also a
No.
horse. Well done.
She jumps on him and rides through the forest looking for
With the
the
fantastic
wisps and-
song behind her.
He's got a name too, doesn't he? Yeah. I'm going to go with Bob. Bob the horse. No.
Not a very Scottish name.
Reginald.
Sir Reginald.
Hello, Reggie. No.
His name is Angus.
Angus. Okay. I probably should have known that. Isn't that the dad? No.
No, I think that's... No.
No, that's Fergus.
I was going to say
That's right,
Fergus. Is that
okay.
right?
All right. Well, I'm going to give you one, but this one's going to be a little more of a thought-provoking one.
Uh-oh.
At the Magic Kingdom,
Oh, dear.
there are 9 attractions that feature a dog. Can you name any or all of those attractions?
Okay. Wow. I know 2 right off the bat. 3 right off the bat.
Well, go ahead. Name them off.
Okay. Whew. Okay, 4. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
what are
I'm just
they?
going to start saying, I'll say them out loud.
Okay. Oh, well, that would help. We're not exactly on YouTube here. People can't see us. So,
Okay. So, number 1, Carousel of Progress.
Carousel of Progress. That is correct.
Number 2, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates, the dog with the chain.
With the keys.
With the chain of keys, yeah. The chain.
Number 3, Haunted Mansion.
Right, at the cemetery.
Right. The
Entrance.
gravekeeper. What's his name? Gravekeeper's dog?
The gravekeeper's dog, and the one that is just bones only.
Right.
That's howling in the background.
Okay.
So there's actually 2 in there, but we'll count that as
We're
one
counting
attraction.
attractions,
Yes.
yeah. 4 would be our friend Nana from Peter Pan's Flight.
Peter Pan's Flight, that is correct.
Now I have to think. There's 5 more?
There are 5 more attractions that have dogs.
Wow. Okay.
Some of these are really obscure, so...
Okay. Number 5. You may have to edit out some time while I think here.
That's all right.
Number 5, I'm going to go with TTA.
No. I looked on TTA. I thought there was one in the first tunnel, and there is not.
Okay, when we were kids, there was one that sat outside of Space Mountain. Does that count?
And that was part of... Space Mountain is actually one of the attractions. There is a robot dog in the exit hall as you're going out. One of
I was
the old
picturing that in
Rifle
TTA
One
was the rep. Okay.
Yes, and there used to be one as you entered the attraction representing his master's voice, the
RCA dog.
The RCA dog and a little UFO when we were kids.
I loved that. When we were kids, that was like my favorite part of Space Mountain was that dog.
So you have Mansion, Pirates, Peter Pan, Space Mountain, and Carousel of Progress. There are
4 more.
4 more that I can find. There may be more than the other 4. These are the only ones I could come up with, though.
Okay. I'm going to say there has to be one in Small World.
There is one in Small World. In the Australia section, there's a little dog that is watching the kid with the dingo with the little kid with his boomerang. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so 3 more?
3 more. I'll give you a hint. One of them we've already mentioned in our previous trivia.
Okay. So actually 2 of them. Now that you say that one was in and one that we've already talked about. We've already talked about Max.
That's right, in Voyage of the Little Mermaid. That is correct.
And we talked about Dante in PhilharMagic.
And Dante in PhilharMagic. There is actually one more, and this one is probably the most obscure.
Okay.
And I will just go ahead and give it to you. The 9th dog is as you're on the Liberty Bell going around the rivers of America on the fishing pier on the left-hand side just past Thunder Mountain.
Aww.
Is a little dog that sits with his... owner that's in a rocking chair.
Oh, that's adorable.
If you're at Disneyland, there's a dog that's watching the little kid fish on the backside of the island as well in the Indian Village.
Very nice.
We weren't counting Disneyland, we're just counting Magic Kingdom, but those are the 9 dogs of Magic Kingdom.
Oh, I love it. Very cool. That was a great question.
Well, folks, that is...
Hang on.
What? Ooh,
I have
more.
some questions
Uh-oh.
about some Disney pets. Now...
You look so serious.
Well,
what could these be?
While we were doing all of our research and talking about Disney pets and talking about, we came up with a question for each other about what qualifies as a pet. Like,
oh, yeah.
Is Baloo a pet or a sidekick?
I think he's a sidekick because I don't think Mowgli owns him.
Right.
He's more of a friend. But,
he's a friend,
but then
is Pascal.
But that's a good point. Or Stitch.
Stitch, I mean, he's the main character
of
the film. He's an alien, but she does adopt him from the shelter for $1.
Well, it's true. Thinking he's a dog. He's not actually a dog.
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know. Hard to tell.
Oh, yes. All of our dogs are adoptable. Except that one! What is that thing? A dog, I think.
I do know he took the red one. Yes.
But, I mean, what constitutes a pet exactly? I don't know.
Well,
Miko and Flit in Pocahontas, are they pets? Are they friends?
That's a really good question. And then we've got Figaro the cat. He started off as Geppetto's cat in Pinocchio, and then, I guess, wandered around the studios and ended up with Minnie Mouse.
Minnie does adopt Figaro. I am befuddled by that, but he's a cute cat. Why not keep him going?
Well, he sleeps in a little
love.
flower box there at Disneyland now on Main Street,
It's so
which
cute.
I just think is the
Oh my
cutest
gosh,
thing
so
ever.
Cute. And then maybe the most puzzling one of all, In the original Fab Five, we have Goofy and Pluto, who are both dogs. And yet Goofy wears clothes and speaks like a human and has a job and stuff.
And a kid, Max.
Right? And Pluto is naked, wears a collar, and barks. What's the difference here?
Yeah, if you think about that, that's a little disturbing.
It is a little disturbing.
Of course, Donald Duck doesn't wear pants either.
Evolved?
Good point.
Well, Donald Duck doesn't wear pants, but he does wear swim trunks.
Weird. Yeah.
So, that's a whole different question for another day.
Well, folks, that's how Disney parks and Disney movies and Disney merchandise and Disney in general looks at pets. They've always been a big fan of pets. We've always been a big fan of Disney pets. What are your favorite Disney pets? Let us know.
Rod, but who is your favorite Disney pet?
I think my favorite Disney pet of all the ones I always think of is Dinah from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, such a good one.
I've said many times before, I'm a big fan of Alice in Wonderland. I love the scene where Dinah waves at Alice when she falls down the hole. And there's just something memorable about that.
I do love that.
But maybe my most favorite's going to be Stitch. Is he a pet? That goes back to, is he a pet or not?
Yeah, it's hard to know.
He's part of the family now. He was a pet.
Ohana.
Means family.
We're actually looking at a thing right now in our studios that says Ohana.
Although I came to find out recently, Ohana at the Polynesian means bread pudding.
Right, or noodles.
Or noodles, yes. Yes. Very true, very true.
I think my favorite pet of all time is probably Marie. Or if you're at the park in Japan, Mari. And I think that's just because it's a family name in our family, and she's always had a special place in my heart because of that.
And at Tokyo Disneyland, Marie's merch outsells Mickey.
Yeah, she is like
so weird.
One of the most popular characters.
Well, folks, before we go, we'd like to give a big thank you to our family and friends for their help and support. Our theme music composer is Jason Patrick Rowan, whose music is licensed through Pond 5. And, of course, thank you, Phoenicians.
Thank you, Phoenicians. And don't forget to rate, review, like, and subscribe. It really does help other people find us. You can find us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts. The Epcotian Adventure is a $1,000 brunch production and a proud gold member of D23.
Thanks for joining us today for episode 71 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And we'll see you live.
Bye. Oh,
And
okay.
I had the names of the Gators from the Gator.
Then how did you not get them?
Because I only wrote down Brutus. I forgot there was a
Brutus
second.
1 and Brutus 2.
I forgot there was a second Gator.